Hi everybody, Marty Rubin, and I'm back for another segment of Marty's Corner. And we have a special guest today. This is Aeja Barrows, who is playing the sassy, strong, spiritual, a lot of S's in there, right? Rebellious, okay, but very warm-hearted, Deloris Van Cartier.
Yes.
In the hit musical?
Sister Act.
This first week, this is such a fun show and a fun part.
Right.
You are absolutely all gas and no brakes out here.
Yep.
What was this first week been like for you?
Oh, the first week of performances?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, it's definitely been enlightening and exhilarating. I think because this isn't my first time playing a lead regionally. But this is definitely my first time never not being on stage for this long.
Right.
And so
You're very involved in everything.
Yep. Yeah. So I'm honestly just very grateful.
Yes.
I'm very grateful.
Well, we're glad to have you here.
Thank you.
So if I was mixing up a Sister Act stew, okay, and I threw in a pinch of Diana Ross, okay, and then I threw in a dash of Donna Summer.
Yeah.
And then maybe I threw in Gladys Knight.
Right. Hey.
And a little Whoopi Goldberg.
Right.
And top it off with the Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin.
Mm-hmm.
Mix that all together. You get Deloris Van Cartier.
You sure do.
Do you like those singers?
Yes, oh yeah, of course. I mean, because it's very interesting because even in the original Sister Act in the 90s, it took place in the 90s.
Yes.
And even so, like Deloris Van Cartier, like in the movie, she still had so many of those influences.
Yes.
And even just some of the songs, like I will follow him wherever he may go. Like it's pretty much just an amalgamation of those people in that era.
Yes. And you put them all together and it must be fun because you can just do your thing. You know, of course you have to follow the script, but it's so much fun out there, watching you do your thing out there.
Thank you.
So, as a Marty's Corner fan, all right, there's always a sports reference. So I'm going to hit you with a sports reference right away.
Oh.
Okay, here we go. Don't worry.
Okay.
So, in a team sport like baseball, you have to have a team captain. Okay, the leader. Okay. The 1986 Mets, way before your time.
Yeah.
Way before. They had Keith Hernandez as the leader, okay?
Wonderful.
Last year's Met team, 2024, had Francisco Lindor as the leader.
Okay.
Your character, Deloris Van Cartier. I like the way you go Cartier in the show.
Cartier.
You are the leader of the nuns. And when you take over, they are kind of lifeless. They don't have the spirit, and then suddenly you come in and you have to teach them how to rap, how to sing, how to dance. I mean, can you believe a nun couldn't rap? I don't know. So how do you do it? How does your character get them to play with soul?
I guess it's more in the sense of how do I get them to, and how it's more about how can I get what's already there.
Right.
Because it's like
pull it out of them.
Right. Because it's like their love for, their love for their God and their love for their religion is already there.
Right.
And so it's just a matter of being like, let's twist it in a way that makes more sense to me and which is more fun to me.
Yes.
And so I think that's how Deloris does that, because it's not the matter of they don't have passion. Because already in Good to Be a Nun, they speak about all these things. Like, even though I don't like them, but their devotion is so great that they decide to devote all these different things to their God. And so I'm like, how can I bring it out inside of them, this situation that I'm stuck in? And so, yeah, I think it's a matter of not only is Deloris helping them, but they're also helping Deloris as well.
Yes.
Because she's already stuck there, and she's like, how can I express myself? How can I, be myself while in this, like, confined place?
Yes.
And so that's how Deloris has always worked in her brain. At least I always think that no matter how many places she's in, no matter how many situations that she happens to be in, it's like she always comes first and foremost in her creativity. I mean,
Yes.
with her father not being there, being 12 years in a Catholic school and ended up playing the lead and coming up with this all black funny girl musical and also, auditioning for this club and being like, how can I create a show with basically bare bones nothing?
Yes.
And then, she felt trapped while being with Curtis because, over and over and over again and over, I believe it was like, I don't know how long, but Curtis just keeps on saying no. And she's like, well, now it's time for me to stop being restricted in this way and let me think towards higher and better things.
Yes.
So,
Where did you grow up, Aeja?
I grew up in Florida.
Okay.
Yeah, I grew up in Ormond Beach, Florida, right by Daytona Beach, and yeah.
Did you know right away, I have a love of theater, I want to do theater, you
Yeah.
performed? Okay.
I mean, I was a singer first. Like other performers, they always start with like one thing first. It might be dance, acting, but I was a singer first, and I was like, I want to get my hands on what they call musical theater.
Yes.
But,
And when did you become aware of this show, Sister Act?
oh my gosh, this show. I mean, I think it's always kind of swirled about, just because I feel like, with the Broadway version and with so many people taking the music from this piece and doing it in classes and things like that. Like,
Right.
I've always kind of known about this musical,
Right.
but I've never really dug down deep to it just because, there's so many musicals out there. And so I was like, let me see what I can get, but this is great.
Saturday night, opening night, I had the pleasure of meeting your mom,
Yes.
your grandmother,
Yes.
and your sister.
Yes.
It was so nice to meet them, and they looked so excited.
Mm-hmm.
When you are out here and you are cooking,
Mm-hmm.
and you got the crowd really
Ooh.
into it, okay?
I sure
and
hope so.
What do you think your mother, grandmother, and sister felt at that moment watching you Saturday night?
Gosh. I think, because they've seen pretty much everything since, solos and choir
Right.
to stuff like this. I think this is hello, let me articulate. This has to be probably the biggest production I've been in. At least this spectacular with all of
Right.
all the costumes and the lights and everything. So I think they feel a combination of proud, awe, and just kind of like, yeah, like that's where she belongs.
That's
And
nice.
this is where her bread and butter is.
That's nice. When you're feeling really good and energized on stage,
Mm-hmm.
and especially when your family's in there, do you have to not get too over the top energized? Do you have to do you have to almost control yourself a bit? Your character is over the top anyway, but
She sure
do you have
is.
to pull it back a little bit because you're so excited?
Think yes, in certain circumstances I do have to like pull it back a little bit and make sure that I'm in the moment and within the scene, but Deloris Van Cartier is so show-offy anyways, and like during those moments where I can like do just like the teeniest bit of crowd work, I can like do some crowd work to them, because it's just, I feel like at the end of the day, theater and a lot of this art, especially just live art, it's supposed to be shared in the first place.
Right.
That's why we do it live. And so,
There's nothing like live theater, as
There's nothing
Evan
like
Pappas,
live.
the director, always says, right? Nothing like live theater.
mm,
This kind of a show really gets you to show all your talents. I mean, you sing, you dance, you act, and in a comment, and you have great comedic skills too.
Oh, thank
So,
you.
do you know what that makes you? A triple threat. A triple
if you
threat.
say so! If you say so!
Absolutely. So, out of those skills, which one of those skills is the biggest challenge for you? Like,
Biggest
what came the hardest for you out of those skills?
I think it has to be, I think it has to be a combination between dance and acting, just because I already came from a singer background. I went to Baltimore School for the Arts a little bit during high school, like 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
And so that always came a little bit easier just because I had, that beaten into me. But I think dancing and acting came the hardest, because dancing, it has to be something that you do pretty repeatedly,
Yeah.
and you have to be pretty active to just keep up that skill. I mean, with Vince Ortega, a wonderful choreographer.
Terrific.
A terrific choreographer. He made the choreography, like, effective and easy to do,
Yes.
at least for me. Because
Yes.
I know some people in the cast, they've been in a chorus line, they've been in all these different things, and so I'm like, that's not quite my skill level, and I'm still working up to that. And I think acting has to be, one of the hardest things to do in general. I think acting, it's I think
It's a challenge.
all the arts have their own challenges, but what's particularly challenging about acting is the fact that it's not so easy as just doing this and this will happen. It's like you have to think of different mentalities and different strategies in order to convey something as genuine as possible. And what's interesting about Sister Act is that even though it's an over-top and comedic and funny show, we still have to figure out how to be genuine and how to still be
Yes.
grounded within the over-the-top, within the comedy. And
there's some great messages in it.
Oh,
That-
very
that-
much
not
so.
comedic, very, very strong, good messages.
Right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes. Let me. We were talking about earlier all the different things that you do. Okay, and you get to sing a lot of great songs in the show.
Yes.
Would you give the fans a little
Oh,
sneak peek? A
gosh.
little sneak peek with one song that you like to sing from the show.
Oh, I
A
would
sneak peek.
love to.
Okay.
Let me think. I'm a diva, a goddess, a star on the brink, a house rockin' vision, a hot shot in pink, a party, a riot, the whole kitchen sink. It's time for the world to find out, don't you think? Whoa, look at me, can't you see? I'm fabulous, baby. Check me out, ain't no doubt where this girl should go. So don't hold me back, 'cause I'm good as gone. Right on the track, honey, moving on. I am fabulous, baby, so damn fabulous too.
Wow. Awesome. Aeja, that was terrific. That was
Thank
terrific.
you.
Oh my God, that was great. You got to come out and get a ticket for Sister Act. You get to see Aeja Barrows leading the nuns, raising the roof for the church on the Argyle Theater stage, and the rest of this terrific cast. So come on down. We're playing straight through to Sunday, October 26th, and we can't wait to see you at the Argyle Theater.
Got you.